Vocês precisam estar preparados para o arrebatamento. Mas se o arrebatamento acontecer e vocês ficarem, lembrem-se de uma coisa: vocês só têm mais uma chance. Não adianta você brigar contra nada, não adianta você lamentar. Para e diga: eu fiquei e eu só tenho mais uma chance. E eu não posso desperdiçar, só que agora eu tenho que pagar com a minha vida. Eu só tenho mais uma chance. A duração será de 7 anos, mas os piores, de acordo com a Bíblia, 7 anos de toda a existência do mundo. O Espírito Santo vai ser tirado com a igreja, junto com a igreja. Então você não vai ter mais quem te console e conforte. Então o desespero vai ser grande. Quem ficar tem essa consciência, não pode se iludir. Tem que ser rápido. Para organizar o que tiver que organizar, porque acabou. Serão 7 anos, só que os piores 7 anos da história. Só que os 3 anos primeiros será de pura enganação. Isso é verdade, isso é bíblico. E quem é cristão deveria levar isso muito a sério. Muito a sério. Se o arrebatamento da igreja acontecer, você tem que estar preparado. Quem ficar, você vai ter que morrer pela sua fé. E vai ser de várias maneiras. A crueldade vai reinar. O dia do Senhor, porém, virá como ladrão. Os céus desaparecerão como um grande estrondo, e os elementos serão desfeitos pelo calor, e a terra e tudo o que nela há será desnudada. Quando disserem paz e segurança, a destruição virá, e de modo nenhum escaparão.
and even control over our bodies.
But we're going to have this intermediate period of opening up, and it won't be normal until we get an amazing vaccine to the entire world. And for all 193 member states, you must make vaccines a high priority in your health systems to ensure that all your children have access to existing vaccines now and to the new vaccines that have recently become available.
Control over our identities.
And the lack of an ID system is a problem, not just for the payment system, but also for voting and health and education and taxation. And so it's a wonderful thing to go in and create a broad identification system.
Control over our transactions.
Once financial flows go underground, where you have lots of legitimate transactions mixed in with the ones you want to track, once they're going over a digital system that the U.S. has no connection to, it's far more difficult to find the transactions that you want to be aware of or that you want to block. One final way that's new and is promising is called the RNA vaccine. With RNA and DNA, instead of putting that shape in, you put instructions in the code to make that shape. You put instructions in the code to make this urgent, and it's going to require incredible collaboration. It's going to have to go to 7 billion people. But we're going to have this intermediate period of opening up, and it won't be normal until we get an amazing vaccine to the entire world. The vaccine is critical because until you have that, things aren't really going to be normal. They can open up to some degree, but the risk of a rebound will be there until we have very broad vaccination. They won't be back to normal until we either have that phenomenal vaccine or a therapeutic that's like over 95% effective. And so we have to assume that's going to be almost 18 months from now. And then the final solution, which is a year to 2 years off, is the vaccine. So we've got to go full speed ahead on all three fronts.
The hard fact is, until we find a vaccine, going back to normal means putting lives at risk.
This will be the new normal until a vaccine is developed.
The only thing that will really allow life as we once knew it
Integrating technology with human evolution seems like such a good sell for man. You're building a better you. But the fact is, it's just simply not true.
Human augmentation. Surf industry. Rising dust on the street.
This is a business that's driven by fear. If I don't improve myself, if I don't augment myself, then I'll be less intelligent, less capable, less strong than the rest of the human race.
Augmentation is a huge business for these corporations, and we're paying for it by sacrificing our humanity and freedom.
Violent clashes. Reports of human experimentation. And we have to ask the question, are we playing God?
We've been integrating ourselves with technology for decades now, replacing damaged limbs with mechanical limbs, implanting data chips into our bodies, which give away huge amounts of information to governments and corporations all across the globe.
At no point have they thought about the consequences of their actions. They actively encourage you to exchange your perfectly functional body parts for upgraded augmentations. What they are doing is ethically and morally wrong, and they should be brought to justice.
Growing numbers of people experiencing
Today, Surf Industries signed a new historic military deal.
I know that they are creating mass quantities of military-grade augmentations. I've seen testing on them, and it's very scary types of alterations.
They want to systematically turn us into machines and pump us full of their drugs.
You have to take Neuropozyne, one of the most dangerous and addictive drugs that exists in the world today.
You'll have to take this drug for the rest of your life. If you don't, your body will reject your augmentations. It's a drug that's priced so highly that we are now seeing cases of high-profile people who are now out on the streets. They are begging. They are begging for drugs. They'll have their technology in your body. They could have the power to turn off your limbs, the potential to turn off your eyes. They'll be able to send messages to your brain and control your thoughts as if they have the power of God.
If you don't take their drugs, you'll die. People have been abused, kidnapped, experimented on. Any kind of resistance or opposition is met with